Hello, welcome to section 6 of Unit 2 of International Procurement. Today, we'll be looking at advantages and disadvantages of business environments. By the end of this section, you should be able to understand and state the advantages of business environment and again, the disadvantages of business environment. So, as part of some of the advantages of business environment, we already discussed that the business environment is the environment that are not in control of the business in question or that are not in control of the organization or the business. So we are seeing that having the business environment analysis helps in achieving objectives. So environmental analysis of the business enables the business enterprise to study the environment and formulate the strategies accordingly, which will result in successful attainment of the objectives. So for example, we are saying that if there is an objective of the business to, let's say, capitalize its market share or have um, a wider market share, and then they know that, okay, they understand the environmental business that um, people from Saudi Arabia are of this socio-cultural background, and hence they may not need this product of ours. So if we understand the business environment, you would it will help to direct the directions, or it will help to direct the path of businesses and then help them achieve their objectives. So if you know that people from Saudi Arabia are not interested in alcoholic beverages, then you as a firm of Casapreco will not venture into that market, and hence you may align your objective in a different market, or you may focus in a different market that will help you achieve competitive advantage. Again, we come to identification of threats and opportunities. Just as the business environment analysis serve as a diagnostic tool for businessmen, I mean, it will based on the information the business analysis may give you, organizations then identify the threats and opportunities in specific markets. For example, now you know that for this people here, these are some of the things they want. These are some of the things they do not want. Based on the example I cited earlier, it also go a long way to, affecting businesses and then capitalizing on opportunities. For example, with the Saudi Arabia example, it showed that threats of the or the indigenes of Saudi Arabia not purchasing the alcoholic beverage. But then also it also gives that opportunity that, okay, for people in that regions, they are very much um, interested in herbal tea. So then you as an organization could venture into herbal tea production that could also help capitalize on that opportunity you may have identified in the business environment. Again, it forecasts the future. If you know that now firms are having this global convergence, then you know that, okay, if firms are having or consumers are interested in global convergence, then let me go into the production of similar products. That is why now almost every phone you see has these two round cameras or round cameras at the back of it, because they understand the need for social media, the need for imaging. So firm mobile phone firms are inculcating sharp camera resolutions in their production. That is something that the world has sort of accepted. So um, it was based on what was previously seen, and then the market or the preferences of the people influence this type of cameras attached with phones. So previously phone cameras had small cameras, but now some phones can take high resolution pictures than even digital cameras. So we look at some disadvantages. So lack of forewarning or unforeseen events, and environmental analysis does not predict the future. It does not eliminate uncertainty. So there's always that room for uncertainties that may arise as a result of the socio-cultural environment, the political, the legal, or the economic environment. Again, no assurance as to organization's effectiveness. Environmental analysis does not ensure organizational effectiveness. It acts only as input in strategic development and testing. So there is no assurance of your organization working effectively. It is only used as, an input for strategy development. So it is based on the strategy you may want to adapt. That is where um, it would affect the organization's effectiveness. Again, it is not fully reliable. Normally, people place too much reliance on information collected through environmental scanning, but then you may have a shortfalls, and it is not always fully reliable. So some, I mean, generically, we could say that, or generally speaking, we could say that people do not drink alcohol beverages in Saudi Arabia. But in actual fact, it may be going on. People around that region may be very much interested um, in alcoholic beverages. After all, they are not entirely um, all the people in that region are not Muslims. So there's a higher tendency of some individuals wanting to enjoy alcoholic beverages. Again, absence of strategic approach is also another disadvantage. Success of any organization lies in adventure and strategic risk taking. Environmental analysis often makes an individual too cautious in his approach, and he is likely to be left behind the event. And that is true because it also creates the room for absence in strategic approach. So there's a saying that if you are too careful, you won't succeed, or if you are too careful, you will fail. So the environmental analysis give details out some problems or some things that make organizations rely so much on, to the point that sometimes they forget that okay, we could derive this strategy to curb this one, and hence I mean organizations or businesses may not want to take up opportunities because of the fear of risk taking. So in this section, we look at some advantages and disadvantages of business environment. Thank you.